and it says, "The fuck are you doing?" Grabs like a gun. Cause you know everybody's gonna be for themselves.
Oh, dude,
And
you
he's
already
like,
know.
"Give me all those logs."
Okay, to be fair, I have no issue with sharing logs. I have plenty of
Yeah.
them. But option B, to quote your buddy, you ain't gonna catch me lacking. Like, I'd be over there, fucking revolver and fucking band, dude. The second he came up and started giving me nothing, dude, I'd be like, yo, you wanna get shot in the fucking face? So, yeah, I mean, that's me.
Yeah.
Especially because I got like a little 22 revolver, dude. The thing's small, but a 22, dude, that's like the deadliest caliber. Those shits bounce around inside your internals and just Swiss cheese your ass.
Oh damn! Sounds like hollow bullets. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not even hollow bullet. So a hollow bullet, it fragments and sends fragments all over your body, which, don't get me wrong, wicked bad. Like, that is like some of the worst shits you can get shot with. But a 22 doesn't have the velocity to exit your body.
Yeah,
So
it's
when
small
you
as
get
fuck.
shot,
It's small. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's slow as fuck. So it's when you want the bullet to go through you. That is like best case scenario. Is it one in the front, out the back? You know what I'm saying?
usually they can't even
But,
fucking find this shit once it goes in you. 22.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So it enters your body and it bounces around inside your internal cavities, hitting all sorts of organs, arteries, all this crazy shit. And then not only can they not find the bullet, they have to
Internal
find
bleeding.
every place.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They have to find every place that bullet hit. So they have to go, okay, I think we got them all. Oh no, his blood pressure's still dropping, still internal bleeding.
he's
And then they
dead.
have to find this, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And he's fucking dead. And if not, if you hit him in the brain, dude, oh my god, he just bounces around inside his head, just scrambles his personality like a fucking egg.
Fucker, he don't even remember his name no more.
Yes. So it's best if you know, I know like it's gonna cause conflict, but it's best for everybody just to stay calm and not fight. But everybody, the majority is just gonna fight regardless.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. I am all for sharing a couple trees. If you just come over and say, hey man, I'm fucking cold, my hands are about to fall off, can I have a log? I'd be like, yeah, sure, brother man, here's a log. You know, but if you come up with the strap and be like, yo, you're gonna give me all those logs, I'll be like, I'm gonna give you a log upside the head after I shoot you, motherfucker.
Yeah. And just be careful too now, because some people won't even ask. They'll just snipe you like a bear. And just
Yeah.
take your loot. Yeah.
True that, true that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild ass situation that a lot of people.
But the other
won't
thing
prepared.
is in New York, fuck yeah, dude. Survival of the fittest, kill or be killed, because every person's gonna be doing it. Out here in San Bernardino, dude, I know everybody on my street. I might not like them all, but I know them. You know what I'm saying? So odds are it would pretty much be like the old town, 1776, Sam Borton, whatever, and then people would just do like, you know, I could probably go down the street and buy eggs from the Swains and fucking get milk and get meat from fucking my buddy John. You know, like, it would work out.
All this shit gets fucked up. I know there's a lot of animals like up there, wild animals. So what if, like fucking like grown bears just infest your neighborhood, fuck up the stores, and then you guys have to migrate.
To be honest, no, the animals, dude, they'd be in check so quick, dude. Like, as it is, we already, like, fucking keep them in the woods. If you were up in, like, Pittsburgh, Maine, or even, like, in the farthest tip of New Hampshire, then, yeah, mooses and fucking bears, they're fairly common. But at the end of the day, dude, just like any animal, unless they have cubs with them, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. And as long as you don't run at them, they're gonna walk away. Because, dude, I've seen, I used to go outside and throw fucking apples at our bear. Like, yo, here's some apples, buddy. And he'd pick the apple up and, like, put the whole fucking thing in his mouth. It's so funny.
That a bear?
Yeah, dude.
A bear will leave you alone? Even like...
Yeah, but like I said, unless, okay, if you're walking through the woods and you see a cub, like a little bear, or even just a mama bear, nah, nigga, stay clear of those bears. That thing will fucking eat you. Good as shit. Especially if there's a baby around. If there's a baby cub, get the fuck out of there, because she'll eat you for no good reason. But if it's a dude, if it's a boy bear, and you see it picking through trash, dude, if you toss that thing an apple, either A, it'll run for the hills, like as fast as it can away from you, or B, it'll pick the apple up, it'll sit on its ass, and it'll eat that shit and wait for another.
And the fucking female bears are just fucking emotional dickheads.
Yeah, like I said, dude, around the cubs, oh fuck no, dude, stay clear.
Yeah. So if that's the case,
But
I'll
dude,
just shoot
most
first,
of
shoot to kill.
yeah, it's good luck shooting to kill a bear, buddy. You're gonna need some high caliber to fucking shoot that fucker before. Cause you'll shoot him and you'll kill him eventually. But what's probably gonna happen is you'll shoot him once, maybe twice. He'll run up to you, he'll fucking maul you horrifically, and then he'll die a couple hours later down the trail after
But you
he's already
dead
eaten
too.
your ass. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
long dead. You would
I
need a
saw.
fucking a good caliber to put that fucker down.
Yeah. As soon as I'm gonna have to, before all this takes place, I'm gonna have to practice on. What's the word? Acrobatics with a
Yeah, so
machete.
so let's put it this way. If you climb a big tree, they'll climb that shit up after you. No
Yeah,
issue.
yeah.
But if you climb a small tree, like a little pecker pole, dude, odds are you'll be all right because a bear climbs a tree as they would call it, like a bear hug. You know what I'm saying? So if they can't hug their arms around the tree and get like sufficient, like surface area, they're not gonna be able to climb it. Because they can't climb with their hands. Because they have paws. So
Mm.
if you climb up this tiny little tree, the most that they could do is like try to climb the tree, which might end up tipping it over, which would then bring you to the ground, and then your best bet would then be to jump off the tree, run to the next small tree, and then repeat the process until you find, like a shelter or something. I really don't know.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe
Seems that
Tarzan can free
seems
you.
like they want to be ruthless. I'm gonna have to be more ruthless than the fucking bear.
I mean, don't get me wrong, if you have a gun, if you get up that little pecker pole tree, and then you shoot at him from the tree, you might be alright, because you can probably shoot him 12, 15 times, hopefully, before he gets you.
Yeah. What if I just shoot the bear right in his eyes and shit, in both his eyes?
If you shoot it in both its eyes, then the fucking thing's blind, you'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? But, like...
Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice
But
pinpoint accuracy.
you know what else is pretty fucked up? People think moose are nice. Dude, moose are not nice at all. Dude, you go up to a moose and try to pet it, that thing will fucking destroy your ass.
Oh, so those like antlers and shit, those things really puncture you?
Yes.
It's not so much punks; they'll trample your ass. Dude, a moose weighs like 1,500 fucking pounds, and they will straight trample you. Like, you'll come up on them, especially if there's babies. Oh fuck yeah, dude! They will knock you the fuck over with them horns, and then they'll trample your ass to death.
Oh, like
Stomp
trample?
on
Like you
you.
mean they're just just constantly stop on you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say constantly. They only stomp on you like once or twice, dude. Like I said, especially in the right place. If they stomp on your chest, like at 1,500 pounds, that's okay. Let's divide that by 4.
Your
That's
shit gonna
350 pounds on your chest at least. So yeah, you're graping on the ground, bro.
Yeah, man.
You're on the ground like.
Yeah.
like you're just standing there. Dude knocks you over. Oh, hey.
Yeah, dude, like it's
You try to
like,
cover your face.
And dude, the
Hit your
females
chest.
are always the fucked up ones. So like in lion prides, the males just sit around and just fuck off. The females are the ones that do all the hunting.
Yeah.
Bro, what if it like? What if it knocks you over and falls on you?
Oh, the moose?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's how people die when they hit a moose. So as you're driving down the road and you crash into the moose's legs, wiping out his legs, and then his body falls on the cab, crushing you. That's how people die in moose car. Okay, when you hit a moose, that's almost guaranteed what's going to happen.
So-
the moose's torso is going to fall on your windshield and or cab, crushing you.
So say you ran into a moose, you tackle that nigga, he lands on top of you, you gonna die.
Yes, guaranteed. No doubt in
Yeah.
my mind. Especially
So-
if his chest falls on you, dude, that means you're getting probably 80% of his weight. So, 1,200 pounds.
Oh,
Damn.
You would
What
be
about an
flat,
elephant? If
dude.
an elephant stepped on your chest, you think you living?
No. Fuck no.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, dude. No.
How much you think an elephant weighs?
fucking way. Shit, I don't know. Probably, dude. If a fucking if a moose weighs fucking 1,500, then an elephant has to weigh like fucking 2,000, 2,500 fucking pounds, something crazy amount.
Hey, this is the Silent Hill map.
It's like a blue whale or something, which is like 250,000 pounds or some crazy fucking amount. Can you imagine something weighing 250,000 pounds and it's alive?
I know, right? Hey, this is me, by the way.
Yeah, no, I figured. Yeah.
Yo, the stream is forever buffering, bro.
Yeah, I started a new stream, bro.
Okay, let me
That's
see
what I
that.
was trying to text you and tell you.
Yeah, this is the smallest map in the game.
Oh, fuck.
I'm hiding this one.
We might as well
Bro,
stick
so
together, bro.
he's on the first floor. I mean, yeah.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's anyone's race at this point, I guess.
Shit. It's coming.
Oh yeah, I'm subscribed on the computer, bro.
You are?
Yeah, on the computer, yeah.
Alright, baby. Oh, my bad. You can have that if you want it.
No, you can do it. I'm gonna run him around as soon as I see him. Okay, he's killing somebody. Let's get it. He has thermophobia too.
Damn, man. I didn't even know a moose weighed that much. Like,
Elephant's probably like fucking 5K.
yeah, but we're taller than moose.
Oh shit, it's a samurai. How the fuck did he know?
Like, really, imagine you getting knocked over. You try to protect your face. This shit steps in your chest. It's over, bro.
Yes.
That guy's so stupid.
Thank you for taking him.
Yeah, no problem. All day's work.
Steps on your you protect your face, like steps on your chest, you just fucking crush.
Yeah.
You squash like fucking potatoes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, he would squash you like no issue at all.
You're like, what the fuck?
Or in your head. You won't be able to speak.
Yeah, you're gone, dude. You probably still be alive, but you'll die so fast.
Yeah, you would. The amount of time it would take you to die is pretty much the amount of time for the blood that's in your brain to lose oxygen. That's pretty much what you get.
You would feel it. That's the thing. You would feel all of that, and then you would die.
You feel it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's arguable whether or not you feel it. Like if you got shot in the face, like they argue if you can feel it or not. You know? Like even if you can, I'm sure it's not very long, and I'm sure your brain doesn't really register it because of how much trauma it's endured. But like, still, dude.
Have you ever been shot?
That would be a crazy ass.
They say when you get shot, it feels like your whole body's on fire.
Oh
So
yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's the.
I know it feels like incredibly
Hot shots.
burning, which makes sense because tendon damage is usually a burning sensation.
But damn, like shit, staying away from fucking all types of animals. Can't go.
Yeah, I don't fuck with no animals.
Oh, you know what? One of the like the worst animals to be attacked by is
What? What could that be?
Cool.
the hippo.
A hippo?
A hippo, dude. Those things are fucking obliterate your ass.
The mouth, right?
The mouth?
Dude,
yeah,
that's so
ugly ass
stupid.
teeth. Ugly ass teeth they got.
Yeah, dude, put it this way: they're incredibly territorial. To where if you're in their space, they're going to attack you, guaranteed. And they also have the biggest bite force. So like, fuck alligators, fuck every other animal on the planet. That thing will bite you harder than anything else.
For real?
For real.
Damn, I always thought lions had the biggest bite force.
No, fuck no, fuck lions. They're pussies compared to hippos. in that sense.
Yeah, so the hippo would just run up on you and like just tear off your leg.
Yeah, dude, it would run over, it would knock you the fuck over because the thing weighs 500 pounds, and then it would get you in its mouth, and that would be it. You're getting ripped to shreds.
It's 500 pounds?
Yo, you gotta just, like,
Dude, I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming they're like 500. I know they weigh quite a bit, dude. I know a small bear weighs fucking 500 pounds, so I guarantee you a hippo weighs it.
their fucking mouth, man. I'm gonna start shooting animals in their mouth.
Oh, shit. Shoot them in their fucking eyes and their mouth.
Yeah, word. Those are the primary targets. You're gonna keep your mouth closed. No, you're not gonna try to bite me. That'll teach you for me.
I know insects. There's quite a few insects that do fucked up shit to the brain.
Like what?
There's a type of fungus that if you get it's like a fungal infection that it gets to your brain and it usually happens in ants. It makes the ant go to a very high, the highest peak it can essentially find, and then it dies, and the fungus grows from its head towards the air, where the fungus can then spore up, release into the air, and find other ants or hosts, so it can fucking, get in their brain too.
I get over there. They're looking.
Same with like hornets and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't you hide in lockers in this?
But
Yep.
that fucking
Dude,
that
I'm
moose
so
shit,
sick of that, bro. It's so stupid.
that moose
I'm not even
shit's
gonna get
still
to use
probably
this
the most
flashlight.
brutal shit I heard all night.
Yeah,
And the
most
most
definitely.
funniest too, bro.
That shit
Dude,
is
he's
crazy.
staunching your chest.
He's fucking coughing up your brains and shit, your intestines.
Even if you try to cover your chest, you guess right. Cover the chest.
Your arms are
Shit.
long.
Yeah.
Your arms are in your body. That shit is crazy.
You have to fucking kill that moose, bro, before you go. He's like, fuck no, you wanna do this fuckery to me? Like, I gotta take you out.
That's some shit, bro. Can't even imagine that shit. Some shit come stump on my chest.
Thanks.
I look, you be like sad. Like, what did I do, bro?
Yo, thanks, right? Like, yo. Then you just be thinking about, like, I was walking through the woods, bro. Nigga just came and attacked me, stomped on my chest. Like, what the fuck?
You know, if our sun turned into a black hole, it would only be miles around.
You said what?
If our sun, which is like a million fucking, I don't even know how it's insanely, like a million Earths could fit into it. If our sun was into a black hole, it would be 7 miles around. So like if you did a 7 mile, it would be a 7 mile lap around the planet, around the sun.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
And to put that in perspective, if our Earth was turned into a black hole, it would be the size of a marble.
Shit.
Think about that. Everything you know on this entire planet can be condensed to the size of a marble.
But yeah, have you seen that? Like, it's like a pulse, right? And then it zooms all the way out, and like the Earth is just a marble, like it's small as fuck.
Yeah, dude, the Earth is so insignificant compared to like anything else in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Fucking moose. Yeah. So, shit. I'd seen like some weird bitch in Omegle, and she wanted, I don't know what she was on, but she said that she wanted to die by getting eaten alive by a shark.
What the fuck?
Yeah, how amazing is that? Complete fuck.
Complete. That's more than fuckery, dude.
Yeah. So, Andy, do you know how like painful that would be?
Do I what?
Getting eaten alive by a shark.
Getting mauled by a shark?
Eaten alive, dude. Like,
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, sharks aren't very common to attack because they mainly just mistake you for a seal or some shit. And once they figure out you're not a seal, they kind of lose interest unless they're really getting into you already. And plus, sharks pretty much lose interest once you start thwopping them in the eyeballs. Because a lot of those animals don't expect to fight, so when they get one, it's like, what? You know, like, how often do you think a seal fights back against a shark?
Oh no, but they're gonna have to start fighting with their flappy hands, or whatever type of hands they have.
no way, Andy.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I got out, Andy. I got out.
You get out of here, get out of here, run.
Shit.
Yeah, he's killing me. Hey, if you want, if you don't, grab my flashlight off my dead body. I don't know if I brought a white ward or not. I think I did, so maybe not. But, I would definitely grab it. It is a really good play.
Then so, this is an interesting question. Like, would you guys rather fight a tiger or a lion?
Tiger or lion? I mean, like, is it the lion or is it the lioness? 'Cause I said the lioness is the one that does the.
It's the one that does.
Yeah, lion. If you're getting mauled by a lion, unless you're in the pride, you're probably getting mauled by a female lion. So those are the ones that hunt.
Yeah, I guess you're the lion. That's the one. Like you would believe to be your easier target to kill, and get rid of.
I guess I'd probably say the lioness is probably an easier target over the lion because it's a female. But I mean,
So a tiger is like more destructive than the lion.
yeah, I'd probably say the tiger would be worse. I'd probably try to go up against the lion because I do believe the tiger has bigger fangs and shit.
Okay. Shit.
I don't know. Not to mention, lions are like the outlier for the cat species. So it's all the cat species, tigers, panthers, all of them, they roam by. It's like a regular cat where they're by themselves. They're not like a pack animal. To where lions, they live in a pride. They live in a pack. The other thing is all of those species don't prefer to be in water. Like, you don't really see tigers just frolicking around in the fucking water unless you're trying to eat them.
Quick and quiet is so OP.
That's awesome. But yeah, so lions will just lions like the water, which is another odd thing.
Where do you get knocked at?
Yeah.
Why can't I see it? Wow. Did he not get picked?
Now that I think about it, I think the most worrisome thing about being mauled by a shark is the fact that the shark that's mauling you has 2 penises. You know that?
Oh.
Sharks have 2 penises.
Sharks have 2 cocks, bro, and I feel like if they were gonna rape you, they would use both.
Bro, what?
I'm just saying, man. It happened on South Park. The kid got raped by a shark. I'm just saying, if I had 2 penises and I was finna rape, I'd use both. You know?
It's fuckery.
Yeah, it's a pretty big fuckery, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, get raped by it.
Imagine. Yeah.
That's
Spikes.
like same hole?
Yeah, but imagine the world becomes loot. I mean, no, not loot. It becomes, let me see a good comparison. It becomes like DayZ.
Oh man, zombies and shit?
I mean,
I'd survive zombies.
I mean, okay, zombies. Okay, there's everything like DayZ. I guess the zombies would be like the people that took the vaccine, got all fucked up and shit, paralyzed.
Oh, like, okay, so like a division. Niggas went crazy after they took the vaccine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what kind of zombies are we talking about? Are we talking about like Walking Dead zombies, or are we talking about like Devil's Playground,
talking,
like rabies?
Both. Talking, so there's stupid zombies and then there's elite zombies.
Yeah, there's like
super elite zombies to
so
where
like night walkers type shit, niggas that got armor type shit.
Oh no, not armor.
Well, it's not so much the question of like fast or slow. It's more the question of are they dead or are they alive? So if you have rabies, you're alive and you're going around fucking shit up. Where if you're dead, then you should be decomposing. Which both of them have their positives and their negatives. To where the dead ones, okay, they don't have to be warm. They don't have to like eat necessarily often. You know what I'm saying? Like they can go like that. The only difference is this is what I call bullshit. If somebody is walking and rotting, okay, their eyes only take like 2 weeks to rot the fuck out of their head. So they'll be blind in 2 weeks. If not, their tendons, dude, like, your body moves based on a series of rubber bands that pull it around. So once you fuck up those, dude, like, it's physically impossible for you to move, dead or alive. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't take very long for those tendons to decompose to the point of them not working. And if they're alive, okay, if they're alive, then they have to eat regularly, and they have to be warm. So if it's wintertime, you would turn into a zombie, you would wander out into the snow, and you would freeze to death. If not, you would eventually starve to death. So both scenarios, zombies, as long as you last like a month hunkered down in your house, you're going to be fine.
Okay. Well,
The only
Okay.
thing though is you have to worry about like Walking Dead-esque zombies, to where if someone dies, they're gonna reanimate. To where you always kind of have to worry about your wife dying in her sleep or some shit and eating your face while you're sleeping.
Okay. Well, like, I'll try to make this as realistic as possible. So, like, I guess some kids take the vaccine. Okay, not even. Okay, yeah, some people took whoever took the vaccine. I guess there was a malfunction. Caused kids not to be zombies, but to be like
Like
extremely
rabid.
violent and erratic towards towards other people and themselves. So
So
just
my
random.
question is, is it like rabies where you ignore like 90% of your bodily functions, or like is it like you're just mad all the time like a serial killer?
Okay, yeah, it can be like rabies, I believe. Yeah,
So
sure.
if it's like rabies, the same thing applies. So it's, you're going to be so fucked up mentally, especially right now. So all those people would be out. They wouldn't be trying to keep warm. They wouldn't be eating. Like all this shit would happen. They'd be out in the streets fucking freezing to death because they would have no rational thought. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, best case scenario though, it's summertime. So it's going to take a couple weeks depending how much they eat. Like some people can survive. Actually, I think the record is like 71 days without eating before death. So some of these people could, in theory, survive like 70 days or so without eating anything. So if they were eating because they were killing, so maybe they could survive, a year, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, maintaining this. But as soon as winter comes, dude, it's destination fucked for those people. So unless you live down south, then I think it's a non-issue. Because most
Oh,
people who are sane have a hard time staying alive in the winter if you're not like government modern society.
this is what you guys gonna be doing while this is going on, because the TV, I guess, is only one channel, no entertainment. Entertainment's fucked. Social media's fucked.
Well, I
Um,
have a 8 terabyte drive that has probably 500 movies on it and like probably 100 TV shows because we pirate a lot of shit.
okay,
So that's mine.
say
As long as I have electricity, I'm good.
okay, say electricity is gone out the window for some reason, some odd reason.
I have a
Bro,
And
record player.
you said what?
if that happens,
I have
all I
a,
need is a girl. I'm straight.
I have a
Okay,
record player, and a
shit.
record player doesn't require electricity.
Hold on. You need a girl. All right, so all
Yeah.
right, you go outside though, and you see one of these. I mean, okay, you see somebody fighting a vaccine person, a vaccine fucked up person,
Yeah,
and then
mental.
another dude comes up, and he has a chop, and he says, and like he's just asking you random questions, just to trying to make sure, are you sane? You answer the questions, but he ends up like about to shoot you. Like, what you gonna do? Type shit.
I mean, I guess if the gun's pointed at me, there's not a whole lot I can do besides try to tell this motherfucker I'm not crazy. If I have the strap, like I said, I'm not letting it get to that point, And plus, I mean, I would assume that it's pretty obvious if you're deranged like that. Like, you're probably not having civilized conversation. You're probably like, yeah, I'm stabbing you in the face.
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, my bad. I left out. Okay, so to make it like a harder situation, I guess
Is
the
it like
military.
bird?
It's
Is it
huh?
is it like Bird Box where they can kind of plead not insanity until they
Oh no, no,
decide
no!
to
Fuck that
try
shit.
to kill
No,
you?
fuck that shit. Completely different. So the military, they've enacted a martial law, but the military has I guess like they've decided to um eradicate the majority of humans,
Do you, are you
excluding
are you saying because of the virus they're doing this,
yeah
or they're just doing this because?
uh
So if they're just
because of the
doing it
virus
for,
and their own personal agenda.
well, the whole personal agenda thing, I don't believe, just because your military is made up of regular everyday people. Not the general is like probably a military, like a government-esque nigga, but besides that, the rest of them, like, dude, it's
Okay,
everyday people. If you were in the military and I said, hey, you're going to go into that apartment building and you're going to shoot everybody in there, most people would be like, dude, I don't care what kind of war crime or of AWOL charge you're going to charge me with. I'm not shooting a bunch of innocent people. Everything I've ever been trained teaches you not to shoot innocent people.
Oh, okay. So what if they just instead of
Nigga,
you
I'm
know,
popping
I ignore the
everybody on
order?
site. Yo, fuck.
Yeah, I ignore the order and then they just kill me instead. It's just their agenda is just probably just to populate so they can just I don't even know. This is all made up. I'm just making this
Bro,
shit up as I go by.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I'm having fun. I'm just
be
thinking
honest,
of
bro. If any apocalypse happen, I'm taking a little group and everybody else dying on site. There's nothing, no
Yeah,
friendly
nah,
shit.
I wouldn't even
Like,
do that, bro. Cause
That's
you gonna die.
problematic. So like,
You gonna
okay, people are like trees to where, okay, a handful of your people die through some cataclysmic event, okay? How long before you get more people? Either A, you have to recruit more people, or you have to birth more people and raise them till they're like, 16 to 20, and then give them a gun. Unless you're doing child soldiers, which is probably not admirable. Your best bet is to pretty much get that force that you're talking about, and then pretty much pure. You ever see The Walking Dead?
yeah,
Okay, do you know Negan, the guy with the bat?
yep.
What he did was fucking smart. So you get like a decent sized group of people going that pretty much like Soviet Russia swallows up all these small groups of people to where eventually you have a few hundred people that are well armed. So you have to worry about a coup, I guess, like them overthrowing and them shooting, your own people shooting you. But besides that, dude, somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do exactly that. So your group of 40 people, I'm sure, will kick a lot of ass for a long time. And then somebody like that will roll up. They will kill everybody and take everything. And anybody who didn't die will get sucked up by this big machine and end up being another person with a gun who's shooting other people.
okay. So yeah, what
You just have to be lucky enough to be that one guy who happens to lead this 200, 300, 2,000 person army.
see, well, yeah, what I would do, I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I guess I could have a small group, but it would be like probably. So I'm just moving in silence, bro. So that's my priority over everything.
You got to think about it like 9/11 or concentration camps. You know what I'm saying? Like, the majority of people are not going to be a fucking hero. So, like, if you have so you have a group of like 20 or 30 people that you deadballs trust and you know they're not going to fuck you. Okay, every time you take over a settlement, you place a handful, 2, 3 people that you deadballs trust at those places. You make it abundantly clear. If something happens to one of those people, you and all of the other places that you control are going to kill every person in that settlement. You know what I'm saying? So unless every settlement does it at the exact same time, which I doubt, it doesn't matter. And the other thing you don't have to worry about is if you're not like a tyrannical fuck. Most people, it's like presidents. So every president, for the most part, is a 2-term president, unless that president really fucks up. Because people don't want to change shit. Change is bad, because that means cards are up in the air, people could die, all this crazy shit could happen. So if you're not a tyrannical fuck, dude, odds are no one's ever going to bother you, You'll just keep running shit, you'll keep fucking taking over, you'll keep being alright. Unless you kill enough people, then maybe someone assassinates you. But,
Yeah.
So is it just me and you again, or are we picking up somebody else?
Me and you, bro.
Yeah.
Shit, bro. Yo, you be in the shadows, man.
No, like the worst thing that could probably happen would be like, I don't know, like a certain volcano going off that's put up enough plume to make an ice age, or like even like certain solar events could cause ice ages, and asteroids or meteors could cause shit like that. Because, dude, okay, let's put it this way: if an asteroid or something large hits the planet, okay, you're gonna have a massive plume of debris from the asteroid. It's gonna cause an earthquake seismic event. It's probably gonna cause some sort of tsunami fucking wave event. Volcanoes in the area, if there are any, will go off, putting more shit into the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the dinosaurs died off. The dinosaurs lived for, I don't know, it's like fucking 4 million fucking years or some shit. The dinosaurs lived a very, very, very long time, and then they died off. We've only been around for like, what, 4,000 years, give or take, maybe 10,000 if you really go all the way back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'll tell you what, an event like that would have no issue wiping out the planetary life. And the only people who would survive an event like that would be like the president of the United States, who could go down to a bunker that's held, because a lot of those bunkers that are like nuclear and like earthquake resistant are actually held up on a suspension system of springs. So even if an earthquake or something hits, it's pretty much irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention it can survive anything but a direct nuclear hit, which I doubt it's going to get struck by anything if it's like something like that. Not to mention, it runs on. It's usually far enough down to where if the ground isn't warm enough to keep the things heated, they use what they call geothermal energy, which is where they drill into the ground deep enough to where the ground gets hot, and they spray that with water. That water turns to steam. The steam turns a turbine, and the turbine creates energy. So you don't need the sun or wind to create energy. You just need the heat of the ground. And the planet stays warm due to convection of gravity and like the microwave effect from the sun. So it would take it'll take literally millions of years for the Earth's core to cool off to where that geothermal energy would not work.
It's all interesting.
Yeah. Yep, because nuclear energy wouldn't really work. Because eventually your fuel rods would be spent, and you would no longer be. Not to mention where you would put all of the spent fuel rods. Because if you're trapped in a bunker, I would not want to be trapped in a bunker with spent nuclear waste. The only problem then would, I guess, be farming and maintaining the crop, because obviously if your crop gets fucked up, then you got an issue. Because there's only two substances that people can take, or two natural products that people can take that you can survive on just that. So it's like potatoes. That's why, like, if you ever seen the movie The Martian, the guy's farming potatoes on Mars. Because if you eat like white basic potatoes, you can survive on just that. Like there's a little bit of everything in there to where your body will survive quite a long time on literally just potatoes. Yeah. And the other thing is breast milk, as stupid as that sounds. If you drink mama's breast milk, you will survive as long as you're drinking.
Wait, why?
Because breast milk has all the essential things that the human body needs to survive. As long as the person who's producing the milk is being fed properly, you will have all the vitamins, minerals, proteins, and all that stupid shit in breast milk in order to survive.
Yeah.
That's how babies survive. Yeah, those are the only two things that you can drink or eat only that, and you can survive. Besides that, if you think you can survive on apples or some shit, no, you'll die of lack of this within a month or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you think the SpaghettiOs only diet will cover it, it will not.
How you feel about cigarettes?
I smoke cigarettes. I'm not happy about it, but I smoke.
Oh. Is it nasty, bro?
Is it nasty? I mean, how do you figure? I mean, ashtrays are nasty.
Like, you smoke weed or just cigarettes?
Yeah, I smoke weed too. That's what I'm smoking. When you hear me coughing,
don't leave those tobacco bullshits. I heard that taste is terrible.
That's why I asked. Yeah. Tobacco.
So wait, none of y'all have ever smoked?
Why would I smoke a cigarette? I've smoked, but not no cigarette.
Brings a tear to my eye. Good for you guys. Never smoke. Anybody who smokes hates smoking.
No, we have, just not no cigarettes, bro.
Well, no, I'm not talking about weed. I'm talking about cigarettes. Weed, perfectly okay. If you don't smoke it, that's probably a good thing, because any drug that you do is essentially working your mind slowly. I mean, weed's like the best case scenario, but if you don't smoke it, probably better.
Yeah, I can't, bro. Athlete.
Yeah, dude, good shit. But your body is a temple, and it's only meant for fuel and water, dude. Like, good for you. That's how it is. As my father would say, if you were meant to breathe in smoke, then the air would be smoke. But it's not. It's air. You're meant to fucking breathe air. You're meant to drink water.
How do you feel about like alcohol drinking?
I hate drinking. I'll drink at a bar occasionally. I won't drink at home because it usually makes me sick. And alcohol is like the worst thing in the community, in civilized society.
It makes you sick at home? What?
I don't know. So in other words, I think it's like when I'm at home, I'm obviously drinking like a beer or like some stupid like twisted tea or something, and I know that in shit like that they use the most inferior swill alcohol possible because they're trying to cover it up with whatever else they're putting in it. So also they're trying to profit. When you go to a bar and you order a mixed drink, they usually use top shelf alcohols. So I think that's the difference, to be honest with you. And it's still usually at the bar it kind of makes me sick, but I'm not like sick. I'm just feeling like shit.
Also, by sick you mean like nauseous, and then you just end up throwing up and stuff.
So like when I go to the bar, I probably will not throw up. Period. Like I won't throw up that night. I won't throw up in the morning. If I drink at home, I will probably throw up at some period of time, whether it be in the middle of the night, like I wake up, whatever.
Oh, that's
Damn,
terrible. Like
that's
each time,
nasty.
Yeah. I wait. What?
like each time.
Yeah. Except if I drink at home, I'm almost guaranteeing you I'm going to be sick unless I drink a fucking minuscule amount to where it's not even worth drinking it. Because why are you drinking a minuscule amount?
Yeah, you just
Then,
a little
so
sip.
do you get drunk easily, or you just?
Yeah, I do. I get drunk wicked easily. I'm like 125 pounds, and I never drink.
Oh shit, you
if
only
I, if I,
125?
yeah, I'm
How tall are
125.
you?
I've been 125. 5'9".
Damn, bro, you should.
That don't make
Why?
sense. I'm 170 and I'm 6'1".
Yeah, so you're quite larger than I.
Yeah,
But yeah, you're
cool.
John. You probably look about the same body wise because you're a bit taller. So as far as like, we probably are similar statures as far as being skinny, but
Yeah.
you're still quite a bit bigger.
Yeah, I'm skinny, but I got some, like my legs are like huge.
Yeah, muscle weight's quite a bit.
I ride the bike every day. I go on walks.
Now, why is
Yeah, biking's good. Biking is always superior over walking or running because if you're running, you're bouncing, and bouncing deteriorates muscle mass. So any muscle that you're not using while running, so any upper body muscle, unless you're like curling weights while you're running, you're losing that muscle. So that's why when you see runners, they're all like wicked skinnies because all the bouncing of the upper body deteriorates their upper body mass.
Oh shit.
my fucking
Yeah. So that's why biking, as long as you're sitting down, is a lot better. If you're standing up biking where you're like doing that, you're bouncing around, yes, but you're still bouncing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I have dumbbells. I do both. After I ride the bike, I come home, lift my dumbbells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
go
don't
to the
know.
gym
I mean,
yet.
I think people should try everything because okay, so this is pretty much what I do. When I first started drinking, I could pretty much drink myself stupid. I used to do 6 shots, brush my teeth, and go to school. Like no issue. And I think it's just like anything. I think my body's like, yo, you've had enough. We're not doing this anymore. And now when you do it, I'm going to punish you.
Bro, I could drink a whole bottle and be chilling. Like,
Because like I said, I went through a drinking phase, stopped. Like I've never had a problem with any of it. I just enjoyed getting fucked up. So like I went through a drinking phase, I went through an acid phase, I went through a mushroom phase, I went through a cocaine phase. You know what I'm saying? I've done all those, and now if I do any of them, it's like
my
sick.
cousin do mushrooms. I ain't never did it.
no,
Mushrooms
man.
are cool.
It ain't.
I've also done DMT, I've
Psychedelics.
smoked crack, I've smoked meth, and
What
I've
is
smoked
mushrooms like though? Like,
mushrooms.
It's
Okay,
psychedelic.
so it's a hallucinogen, but anything you see on TV is inaccurate. I've almost never seen accurate trip representation on TV. So like, you'll never see a little elf that's fucking gonna come steal your socks or something. No, it's not happening. Like the most you'll see is like the tree grain, like the grain of a tree start like slightly moving. Like you see things like things just move a little bit, really. Things that are
okay.
already there.
What about crack? What's crack?
Yeah, talking about yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, I'm a little bit different. A lot of people do kind of get the get up and go feeling, but I don't. Like, when I do a fat line of coke or smoke some crack, I just lay down and I just feel really good, you know?
Alright, what about acid?
Hold on. Before you continue.
Acid's a lot like mushrooms. It's just a little different. Like, you can kind of you can tell if you're on one versus the other.
Alright, go ahead, Frosty.
Oh, okay. So, is there a difference between crack and cocaine?
Not really, no. It's the way you're introducing it to your body is different. So crack is just the purest form of. So how you make crack is you get cocaine and you cook off all of the impurities and making it into a hard rock. So like if you had a 100% pure cocaine and a gram of it, you would then get a gram of crack. You know what I'm saying? But if your gram of cocaine was half cut with flour, and you're only going to get a half gram of crack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also by doing it, you're making it hard and smokable.
No!
Because you don't really smoke cocaine, it's pretty much a total waste.
Yeah. So you said acid is just like mushrooms?
Yeah, it's a lot like it. It's like I said, you can tell the difference between the two. Like if you're on one versus the other, like Acid does more like more wavy shit. Where I feel like mushrooms. I don't know, like, it fucks with you. I remember when I was on mushrooms, especially at night or in the dark, it has a way of fucking with, like, your sensory, to where everything almost looked drawn to me, to where it looked like everything was sketched, but it was still the same shit, same grass, same trees and everything.
Yeah. What about your pill intake? You ever did, like, Xanax or some shit?
I'm not much of a pill person, like, don't get me wrong, Perks, I'll smoke me a Percocet, because Percocets are fucking, they're pretty fun, but, like Xannies and shit. I've never like Adderall. Adderall's fucking terrible. Xannies are terrible. Like Klonopins, they're pretty stupid. The only thing that's really worth the fuck, in my opinion, would be Percocets, and then maybe a morphine usually comes in a pill form if it's not liquid. So morphine's definitely worth it. 'Cause I've tried morphine and that's it sweet.
Yeah.
Since what's going on? Why the military is just shooting?
Because they're doing us today, and there was I took you happy with that.
Andy, you getting chased?
Yeah, I just got me. Where's the fourth person? What's going on here? Okay,
They're both together, yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, and like, okay, so meth is like the same fucking thing as cocaine with like, I wouldn't even say less side effects because the side effects are pretty similar. Like epic dry mouth, you're up for an incredibly long time for no reason though.
Yeah, you don't do none of that bullshit anymore.
No, like I said, I've done each one a handful of times, except for crack. I've only smoked crack once, and I've smoked heroin like twice, 3 times maybe. But I do not do any of it.
Yeah,
man, I've smoked heroin before.
Yeah,
Like, you ever inject yourself?
No, hypodermic needle. Okay, let's put it this way: fiddling around with drugs to see what the hype is about is one thing. Hypodermic needles is like you got molested by your dad, so you're trying to suppress something. Like, that's the way I look at it. If you're fucking around with needles, you have demons inside that you're trying very hard to kill.
So how did heroin experience?
To be honest, it depends what you like, but to me, it made me incredibly tired, and I'm not into it. I don't like downers. I don't like feeling like I don't want to go to bed. Like, don't get me wrong, if I had some, I would keep it, and if one day I was, like, really sick with a cold or something, I would probably smoke it so I could then go to bed for, like, all day and not have to worry about it. You know, like, everything has its use, and that is definitely the use for heroin, is if you need to go to bed, smoke some dope. Not a big deal. But besides that, this shit is pretty much useless. Like, it just makes you tired. Who the fuck wants to be tired?
I don't know. Maybe people with ADHD severely feel something.
Yeah, I guess if you have like, severe, I guess if you have severe like insomnia.
Wow, he's camping me.
Is he really?
Oh, he left.
Yeah, like,
No way, that's awesome.
Did you?
oh, shit.
Wow. He has a what's it called? Something head?
Alright, well, yeah, no way. He's hooking
No way.
this guy, let's get out of here. Fuck this guy.
Go.
Straight to the exit. I'll take the hit if I have to.
What was the worst injury you ever experienced before? You guys ever had?
Worst
Come on.
injury.
I broke my
guess
femur
it
bone.
depends. Oh my god. Broke your femur, bro?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you break a femur?
I was wrestling with my
where is that?
cousin. I got lifted up in the air and I did the splits when I landed. It's your thigh to your knee.
Yeah, the femur. It's like it's like the thickest bone in your body, pretty much.
I broke
I'll
it.
tell you what, dude. It takes some horrific force to
Hold on.
break a femur.
So when you broke it, what was your instant reaction?
Bro, I was younger. Like, I was young.
Uh-huh.
Like, it
So,
was.
what was it?
I started crying, bro. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, like, bro, I was in a cast for like a long time, time, bro. Like,
I broke my arm when I was 8, and I instantly my arm was like wavy as fuck, and I don't know. I thought I was dreaming or some shit because I just honestly could. I looked at my arm and it was doing the wave, you know what I'm saying? Like up, down, and I'm like, this, like, what the fuck? And I remember like walking through the living room, looking at it, like feeling wicked drowsy. Like, am I dreaming? And nah, I wasn't. So that was that. I also got 7 stitches in the hand because I cut it open on a metal pole. Like, that wasn't cool.
Fuck.
And then I lost my fingernail to a table saw, so I only have 9 fingernails.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I broke the tip of my finger. I got, I think, 6 or 7 stitches in the nail bed where my nail used to be. Doctor said that shit was gonna grow back, and it is yet to grow back. Like, there's a thin layer of nail, but there is no nail. I'll send you all a picture.
I had asthma, but I outgrew it.
You had a what?
Asthma.
Oh, yeah, asthma. As long as you don't smoke and you're any sort of physical active, you're outgrow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
I outgrew it during baseball. I used to play baseball.
You know, the femur.
This is gonna be kind of weird, but I'm gonna send you a
that
picture.
femur, dude, it fucked me up. But now that leg doesn't even hurt anymore. It's my opposite leg.
I'll tell you what, this
that
finger
sounds
gets
so funny
cold.
though, bro.
My femur bone.
It sounds like, it sounds like the situation like you just you playing, you just split, you look at the injured
You put me
spot.
in the air, I landed, and I did the splits and the leg, like it popped. I broke it.
Yo, look at this.
And then you look at the injured leg immediately.
Yeah, start crying.
Yeah, you like,
start screaming and shit. You like,
it's like instant, bro. Like that shit is.
If I hit something with it, or if I'm sitting here tapping on it, don't feel nothing. Like, it doesn't hurt at all. I could even touch it with certain shit. Like, it doesn't. Well, I'll tell you what, it gets cold. It gets cold quick. That's the only difference between that and like a regular finger. Is it gets cold. Like, not as far as like out and normal, but if I put my hands in the snowbank, finger gets a little colder than like it gets cold quicker than the rest.
So what do you just leave your hand in some snow?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't happen. Like, even like I do a shit ton of work with my hands, like through the ice and shit. It doesn't really bother me unless I like really am doing it. At that point, my hands are so cold that it's not really the nail; it's like the entire hand.
Shit went numb.
So,
yeah, see, so I guess my worst injury be I'm not exactly sure what the injury is called exactly, but it's like my eye was kind of bleeding internally.
Oh yeah, you showing where you see blood? You see blood in your eye?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, cause like, yeah, if I was to look into the mirror, it'd be all bloody, but no blood will like excrete, but it's just like it's there. Like, hold on, let me see if I can find a picture.
Yeah, you pretty much just popped a blood vessel.
So what happened?
Some people do it. Some people do it from taking a shit way too hard.
Nah,
what?
I was playing basketball, and a dude tried to block my shot. The dude's pinky fucking like hit my eye, my whole eye, and my shit was fucked. And then after that, my eye was kind of good, but I was yawning the whole day, and when I yawn, my eyes get teary-eyed. So it was like when my eyes kept getting teary-eyed, like my eye would start. Yeah, it was irritating. It was kind of hurting. When I got home, that shit was all like. Hold on, let me find a picture real quick. It was all bloody.
You wanna know why it was probably irritating your eye? Because tears are salt water, so you're putting salt water in your cuts, which historically has never felt good.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bro, you know why the ocean's so salty, bro? Because of whales.
Because we never. What?
You don't know about it?
Because of whales?
Yeah, like the water's salty because a whale comes.
Definitely not why, but. I mean,
only like 3% it goes into mating, and the rest goes into the water. Like, have you ever seen like the foam at the ocean? That means they just did it.
I'm not quite sure about that one, but you know what? I know that salt comes from like the ocean floor. Like there's naturally salt in the ground anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it just gets produced, kicked up into the ocean, and all this crazy jazz.
So I'm gonna send you this picture right here.
I wonder if I have
a decent picture. So this is how my eye look, guys. This is how my fucking right eye look, huh? You want to see too? Didn't you see before? This is like a couple years ago. What year was it? It's like fucking 4 or 5 years ago. 6 years ago, my shit was like this, bro.
Like you had this was fucked up.
Really?
What's good, Sushi?
Whoa, whoa.
See it?
No.
It was good, bro. Yeah.
What?
All my niggas in one field.
Yo, bro. Yo, bro.
Nah, yeah, but I never broke a bone before though. I will never. Hopefully, never break a bone and shit for me. Huh?
Yeah, I broke my
Oh,
arm.
That shit just
and I broke
raspy.
the tip of my finger.
but I never like. I almost like. I like my dumbass. My dumbass try to condition my knuckles by punching random shit, and that shit worked. But my dumbass punched like
Wicked.
this. It punched I don't
Fucker
even know the
what he
material.
punched.
Yeah, of the chair. It was one of my old chairs for my desktop. They threw that shit away. It was like some hard ass material. I punched that shit, man. Now like my wrist, my wrist, like it always. If I flick my wrist, it always like makes like a cracking noise and shit. Like
I mean,
don't know.
most of my
Oh,
joints
yeah, I
will
know what you're
crack
talking
over
about.
and over if I make them.
Like,
I'll
my
tell you
shit
what.
is.
Any constant action from the body, especially an aggressive one, is wicked bad. That's why, like, if you play football, okay,
Yeah, I do.
you are guaranteed to get a brain injury. Because
Like a
anytime,
concussion?
not concussion, but so a concussion is a massive hit to the brain, to where your brain bounces around internally in your skull, creating bruising on your brain. That's a concussion. All these other underlying conditions from football is not from concussions, but it's from constant smacks, small smacks to the head. So every time you run into somebody, you run into the bag, you fucking tackle somebody, your
Yeah.
brain ever so slightly smacks around inside
Shit.
your head.
I play
And
defense, so I be fucking niggas up.
dude, every time you do that, you're subtly smacking around your brain. It's like people who do that head thrashing in metal concerts. You're fucking your brain up.
Oh,
And like I
that
said,
messes your head? With your head? Like when
fuck
you
yeah, it
bop your
does,
head and
dude.
shit?
Like I said, your brain essentially is floating in a pool of fluid inside your skull, surrounded by nerves and other crazy shit. So, like I said, when you get into a car accident, anytime you do that, your brain is smashing around inside your skull, and that's
Yeah.
what ultimately fucks up football players. Even if you're the quarterback, you might not get concussions, but you're going to get tackled, guaranteed, a handful of times, and over time, those small hits add up and create mind-fucking altering conditions.
Oh, I play middle linebacker.
Yeah, dude, like I said, going around high school football, probably not a big deal unless you totally get smashed on for fucking 4 to 6
Yeah,
to 8 years.
be
You
careful. Yeah,
know,
my bad. Continue.
but I'll tell you what, if you go into the major league or college football, dude, you're going to have irreversible brain damage that's going to fuck your brain up by the time you're 40, 50 years old. Guaranteed.
Yeah, like my one of my friends from college, like he did high school football and shit. I forgot he had fucked up his spine somehow. I forgot, but
Oh, shit.
he had major concussions like
Yeah. That's why I
off
would
of
never
the.
hurdle.
Cause that's not even that's like basic collisions, bro. And then
Yeah,
how he described it was like
they add
yeah,
up.
it's like I guess one time he collided with a dude. Like I think the dude he ran into the dude's shoulder. He fell on the floor. He couldn't get up. Couldn't talk. And then
Yeah.
after like a few seconds, he could talk and shit. But like after like I mean, like maybe after a few hours, he started slurring his words, and like
Shit.
that,
Well,
it
what it
stayed like that
is
That's a
for
heart
like
attack.
a week straight.
A stroke.
when you get a massive trauma, your spinal cord and your brainstem are the communication center of like your entire body. So what happens is you can get hit hard enough to where your spinal cord may not be severed or even damaged, but there's going to be severe swelling around it that'll put enough pressure and like essentially a chokehold on your spinal column that can temporarily paralyze you. And obviously, it's not good because that means if you have that happening, you came dangerously close to fucking your spinal cord up and permanently being paraplegic
Yeah, I
or
think that
quadriplegic.
happened to him. I don't remember the story that told me, but his spine is fucked up. I forgot what happened, but he told me like
Yeah.
his posture is not crazy, but it's fucked up.
But yeah, like I said, any repetitive motion, like okay, that's like it's like tennis elbow. You know what I'm saying? Like tennis elbows wicked bad. It fucking fucks your joints up. Like that's how people get like carpal tunnel is, dude. Anything that you do for a long enough period of time is not good for you. Wait, what? Is that what makes football players what longer? Sorry, I have a generator in there.
What?
Their life expectancy.
Like they're likely to live longer. Like they say, when you get a concussion, you die faster.
Yes. You die like you're gonna. Okay, you might not die faster, but you are going to be a husk of your former self, to where your body might not be in terrible condition, but your brain will be useless. That's really the best way I can put it. It might not be internal damage to where you'll die, but you'll be a brain dead nothing.
I just outright
Or even worse, you'll have something like not schizophrenia, but like a severe set of dementia or Alzheimer's, to where you'll still be in peak physical football shape, but people you won't recognize them. You'll get alarmed. You'll fucking cave their head in.
Fuck that shit. Some dude, bro.
Like picture the Hulk, but like mentally incompetent.
The Hulk is already fucked up.
Yeah, y'all ever been knocked out before?
No. I never
Yeah,
lose
same.
fights.
What?
Nah, same. Nah,
I don't even put myself in that predicament, bro.
Have you ever been knocked out before?
Say that one more.
Yeah,
No, I've never been. I've never been.
Yeah, same. I gotta fucking ask somebody who's been knocked out before. I want to know how they. I don't know. I don't know any. Yeah, same. But I don't know anybody personally that's been knocked out.
I guess you could call it like a technical knockout. When you do whippets, dude, you're depriving your brain of all oxygen, which is like a technical knockout.
I know, but fuck that. I'm talking about somebody that got slumped.
Oh yeah, I saw a kid get knocked the fuck out. My buddy was choking my other buddy, and I guess he choked him for a little too long, because when he let go of him, dude, he thumped the floor. Yep. Like you heard his skull just thud that fucking floor.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know you knocked out until you wake up.
Yeah. I wanna ask somebody, bro. I wanna ask somebody like how it felt, like what happened.
I don't know. I've like fallen down. Like, you know how you get up and you get like tunnel vision. You ever have that? Like you get up too quick. I've borderline knocked myself out with that. No, like you get up too quickly, and essentially all the oxygen or blood comes from your brain, which gives you, what tunnel vision is?
Yes.
Yeah,
well, I get that though. I would probably get that if I was about to fight.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's happened to me hundreds of times. Well, one time, dude, I definitely fucking pretty close to it. No, I just remember fucking laying on the floor. The dog was fucking my head up, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It's really just confusing.
Your head up?
Yeah, okay, so I thought the dog was like, okay, so I think I hit my head on the way down is really what happened, because the dog was sitting there fucking with my face, and I thought the dog was like biting me or some shit. because I was fucking. Like I said, I was on the ground, the dog was on me, and my fucking head hurt. And I'm like, bro, get the fuck off me.
That's some scary shit.
Fucking oh shit. Hot shows.
I outrun the killer 2 times.
It's I just juke on his.
Bro, I took his ankle so much, he's annoyed at me. DBD. Is he above me or below me?
This guy's fucking so stupid. This nigga's got doo-doo brain.
Oh shit.
What was I about to say, bro? Oh man.
So do you know in the late stages of rabies, you actually become afraid of water to where your body will not let you drink it?
Nah, fuck all that shit. I've never heard too many cases of
Yeah, like look up a video of with rabies, by the time symptoms start showing, it's actually already too late and you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? So, and the later symptoms of rabies is actually becoming, it's like hydrophobia, which is your body becomes afraid of water, to where you see a video of this guy trying to drink the water, like he's giving it his all, and he just keeps shaking and he cannot drink it.
So what? How can you contract that? From which animals exactly?
Any animal.
Any animal?
Any animal. If I have if a dog has rabies and the dog bites you, you now have rabies. And if you bite me, I now have rabies.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck animals, man. Shit.
Yeah, okay, so if you get bit by someone that you like, something that you know for a fact has rabies, you go to the hospital and you get a series of 8-inch shots directly into your stomach.
Yeah, while you're unconscious, right?
No.
Okay. I mean.
So yeah,
okay.
you have to be awake and get an 8-inch needle inserted into your stomach.
Oh damn. 8-inch.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know why you can't be asleep, but you can't.
It's all good. Just have to endure or you die.
Andy, where is he?
He's in this closet up here, 3rd floor.
Yeah, once you get
I'm
rabies, you're
kidding.
done with anyway.
And the only way to know if you have, there's only one way to know if an animal or a person has rabies, and that is by autopsy of the brain. So in other words, in order to guarantee whether or not you have rabies, they would have to cut your head off and look at your brain. Well, no, you're going to be. So what's going to happen is you're going to get rabies, and then your body physically will not let you drink the water. No matter what you think or feel, it will not let you drink it. You might be able to get like a mouthful or two down, but ultimately you're just going to succumb to dehydration or just insanity, really.
Yeah, fuck all that shit. Fuck that shit. Yeah, let's go back to the fucking to the fucking moose.
Humans are actually the only animal that can become insane without help of like disease. Like chlamydia can drive you insane, and rabies can drive you insane. But humans can become insane without an underlying disease causing it, and that's because when we see things, we see it with our eyes, and then our brain explains it to us, making us understand what we're seeing. Animals don't do that. They see with their eyes, and that's it. That's why like they don't think anything of anything, really. And so they can't go insane. Like there'll never be like a mental query that an animal has causing it to go insane.
So
But what happens? So what happens is when you're a person, when your eyes see something that your brain can't explain to you, it can drive somebody insane, depending on what it is.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, imagine.
Oh.
Fucking,
No way.
I'm fine.
No way.
Yeah, this guy's a bitch.
No way he had no ed.
Yeah,
Did you get out?
I was really hoping that. No, I did. I was really
Oh.
hoping that that totem you cleansed was no ed, but this one.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, the totem that Nancy cleansed. Yeah. I thought it would be too, but I guess not.
That's unfortunate.
I think that was like the only totem that was cleansed, bro.
Yeah, I didn't have Detective Sunset game where I would have cleansed them all.
Fucking moose, man.
What a cunt.
Spaz still on about that moose, bro.
Shit, that shit was so funny, bro.
Yeah, that moose
It
came
was
in your
like-
fucking shit in.
Step on your chest. That's, you're done with, bro.
It was like in the fucking car. I forgot you said something with the car and the car.
Yeah, the car
Yeah,
falls on the
the
fucking
car, the moose would just crush your shit. Man.
smash your shit. Your legs
You would
gone.
be squished. You would be squished into your leather seat as an untangled mess. Because
Yo,
of that.
fat ass animal, bro. Moose was
Dude,
fucking
they-
pounds.
Yeah, that shit is huge, bro.
Like shit, bro.
I'm still picturing a whale, dude. How fucking 250,000 pounds can fit into an animal.
A
Hey,
whale?
Kabaki,
Yeah, that shit big as fuck.
swimming a whale.
Yeah, that shit's big.
That don't make sense, bro. That shit is humongous.
Yeah. Fucking that shit's on water. Imagine that shit was on land.
On
Fucking
water.
around.
Ground would
Well,
fucking
T-Rex,
break.
not even T-Rex, is a like a Stagiosaurus fucking whatever, dude. Dumb fuckers were big. Like those when you watch
a stego?
when it might be a Stegosaurus, I'm not entirely sure. And when you watch like
A bronco? Yeah, that shit is big.
it might be a bronco. I'm talking about the one on Jurassic Park, that big fucking four-legged one with a really long neck that eats
Oh,
trees.
bronco. Yeah, bronchosaurus.
Yeah, Bronchiosaurus, dude. I'm telling you, that was like the biggest fucking land animal to walk.
Yeah. Like, that shit is humongous. I'm talking probably like 10,000 pounds, bro. Shit is like,
Way
It's
heavier
like-
than that. Like, talk about 200,000 pounds, 150,000 pounds is how much this fucker's weighed.
oh yeah, you're right. That shit is.
Yeah.
An elephant's
Uh,
probably
Yeah.
10,000 pounds.
You know what? You know what blows my mind?
But
Okay, so what do cars run on?
gas, fuel,
Okay, gas. Okay, so where does gas come from?
fucking charcoal and. Now, where does it come from?
Yeah, fossil fuels, like usually being petroleum or
Yeah,
any
that's it.
fuel.
That's
like
what I meant.
fossil fuels in general. Okay, so where do fossil fuels come from? Yeah, so fossils, they come from fossils. So where do fossils come from? Dead motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So these animals, what did they eat?
Fucking other animals and leaves and grounds and shit.
Okay, so there you go. So the animals ate other animals, and those animals ate plant-eating animals. So where did the plants come from?
The earth, the ground,
Well, what made the plant? What feeds a plant?
the
Do you know,
trees, the
no,
nutrients.
photosynthesis.
Yeah,
sun.
yeah. The
The
sun.
The sun. There you go. So, pretty much what it all comes down to is there's a gigantic ball of helium and hydrogen, like 90 million miles away, that pretty much uses fusion. So it's huge. Helium and hydrogen atoms are smashing together at such astronomical forces and rates that it's creating heat and light. And that heat and light travels 92 million miles, where it grows a plant. That plant is eaten by an animal. That animal is eaten by another animal. All these animals and plants ultimately die, go into the ground for like 100,000 years, turn into a fuel, which we then pull out of the ground, refine, and then drive our fucking cars on. That's tough, bro. Helium and hydrogen, 92 million miles away, makes it so I can drive my car. Like, that's just, I don't know. Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, yo, fuck you, you're fuel. I just think it's crazy how, like I said, it all started with the sun. Like, if there was no sun, there would be no plants. If there was no plants, there'd be no animals, no fossils, no fucking fuel, no cars.
Hey, so y'all ever been jumped before?
Ever been what?
Jumped.
No.
Never. What?
That's
He,
the ironic
he talked
thing.
his way out of face.
Yeah, you
I've
No.
never,
Nah.
Hmm? Yeah, that's good though. Yeah.
I mean,
Whoa.
I've never been jumped. Anybody who tried to take me for money did it in the absolute most pussy way possible. Like, yo, I'll be right back. I'm just going around the corner, and then they didn't come back, and that's only happened like once.
Yo,
What I don't get is, I mean,
okay.
so go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you good. You can continue, so cause I'm gonna start after.
Oh, I'm 125 pounds. I'm not saying I'm not strong because I do a lot of furniture lifting, so I'm pretty decently strong for my size. But it's the fact that I'm, from my looks, incredibly small and I'm incredibly nice. So, like, why are you pulling this stupid run away with my money bullshit? Why don't you fight me, pussy? Like, if you fucking fight me, I'll have way more respect for you than if you just slid off into the bushes like some little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm fucking 6 foot tall and 250 pounds of muscle, because then I'd understand. You don't want to get your ass kicked. But, like, why are you avoiding a fight with me? You know? Fucking punk ass. Like,
Actually, like the first time I got jumped, the only time. Yeah, I mean, being jumped is just being like attacked by multiple people, right? That's it, right?
Yeah, getting beat
yeah,
by
that's
multiple people.
accurate. Yeah,
Okay.
that's an accurate
I wasn't
definition.
beaten, but I got jumped at my at the college, bro. At the college, at the New England College.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by like 15 people.
What
Like
the
me
fuck?
and my.
Let's put it to you this way. If you're jumping somebody... Oh, sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, so it was like me and one of my friends. Oh, it's a long, like weird story, but like end up like me in a hallway. It's kind of a tight, small hallway. 15 people against 2 people. Nah, it wasn't that. It was just situation. My man ran into my room. He locked the door. They trying to bust down the door. I come out the door, see 15 people. We start talking, and then one of them swings on my man's, and then they just my man's is like he's like probably 5'8", 5'9", but he's strong though. But it's like 15 niggas, so they end up punching him and slamming him all over the place. Somebody tries to swing on me. Yeah, nobody touched my face. Like nobody. I can't really. I don't know if it's a jump, but it was like they was attacking me. They was trying to. So
It was
like
kind of like a jump by association, really. It seemed like they were more
yeah,
trying to jump than running.
yeah. But the reason why they jumped is because probably still for another time. But they try to jump me. They couldn't touch my face because my defense. I know how to like street box, so they couldn't. They couldn't touch my face. They didn't touch my face. But my friend, he was trying to escape, and he couldn't really escape because the place is kind of small and shit. So he ended up getting punched up, beat up, slammed repeatedly. So like after everything, their kids come out their dorms. Oh, what happened? What happened? They're looking at my friend. He's all. I think he had like a hemorrhage too. He had like a hemorrhage. Had like 3 bumps on his face, lip busted and shit. They're looking at me. There's nothing on my face because they didn't hit my face. They're looking at me, asking me if I got jumped and shit. I'm like, yeah, I got jumped too. He ended up going to the hospital, but I guess none of his injuries were serious and shit. And then that was it. A weird ass situation that I can't really. It's a long story. I don't know if I can really explain that shit, but yeah, that's.
No, to try. Yeah, it's fucking. Nobody around here, for the most part, does a fucking one. It's just fucking disgraceful. Like in Massachusetts, dude, you finna fight somebody, you walk up to them and you light them the fuck up. You don't have 12 of your bitches with you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you jump somebody, you're pretty much openly admitting that you're kind of a pussy and you know you ain't gonna win a one-on-one. That's what I see. Like if I want to fight you, it's like I don't care if you're 12 feet tall and 300 pounds, motherfucker. Like. I'm not bringing 12 little people with me because it's admitting that you're a bitch.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, man. You could always pull a gun. It's kind of a bitch move, but fuck it, man. A gun's a gun. It's never a fair fight. Like, my thought is, if I really think I'm gonna lose the fight, dude, I'm gonna show up by myself, but I'm bringing pocket sand. pocket sand, best maneuver, dude. The guy walks up to you, you walk up to him, be like, oh yeah, motherfucker, reach into your pocket, throw sand in his eyes, dude, pocket sand, and then, dude, he's blind, what's he gonna do? Just beat the shit out of him. You gotta get closer to your mic, buddy, you sound so far away.
Yeah, you gotta. If you get jumped off, like you gotta be the first to initiate contact, cause it's kind of quick. Like if like because like for us, like we were just talking, and then like my man just ended up getting picked up and slammed. So it's kind of like fast. You're gonna have to like just keep that in mind. Then if you gonna do that.
Yeah, it's not always like a clear
with me,
slate.
bro. I can only take like stomach shots. Like I guard my head, cause I know I can take like getting hit in my stomach. It's kind of hard.
I just know that, like, if I was going up against, if I knew I was about to scrap with somebody and I knew they were a strapping fella, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yeah, bro, a little bit of pocket sand, because I'll never see that coming, unless they have glasses or some shit. And then, yeah, I'm lighting them the fuck up, and then that's what I got.
Yeah, but if you get jumped, like the body shots, it won't really matter unless they like hit you in your solar plexus or your fucking they give you a liver shot, but they're not really gonna be trying to. They're gonna try to get you on the floor. That's like the main priority.
Oh, that's dead. I never fall.
Eyes and nose, dude. Always shoot for the eyes and nose.
Oh, if I catch them on the ground, that's it, man.
They're trying to do that to me, like, because there's 15 of them, so all they gotta do is like
get you on the ground and just kick you,
stomp this shit out you. Yeah.
Like I had a sweater on.
You could have died if you hit the ground.
Me? Nah.
They would have stomped the fuck out you, bro.
Them niggas was mad weak. Nah, bro, like, them niggas was weak, bro. Like, if they came, like, if it was like 4 of them, and it was 2 of us, me and my man would have cleaned them up. Like, I wish y'all was there. Maybe y'all would understand. Like, that was so. Them kids, and they're all older than us too. Like, me and my nigga, he's probably 19 as well right now. Like probably 19, 20. Them kids is like 21, 22, 23. They jumped us. Like they didn't touch my face. Like, bro, I should have just No, because alright, so the reason why they jumped us is because damn, I'm gonna have to explain it, bro.
Well, that's what I was saying, dude. If you're jumping somebody, you're pretty much admitting you're a bitch. And you can't fight the guy by yourself.
Alright, yeah, but the reason why they jumped us because like my friend's older brother jumped him the same day, and we was there. And the reason why they jumped him is because so the same nigga that got jumped with me, like a couple weeks back, there's a gym. We have a gym at the college, so we were all playing basketball, maybe like around 9 p.m., 10 p.m. And then this group of dickheads will come, like they're trash at ball, but they are, their emotions is like high, so it was like they're trash, but like they'll take everything like very seriously in a retarded way. So like I guess y'all know what hacking is. The kid is hacking my friend, and my friend gives him like a little shove, like, yo, give me some space. So the kid like laughs, and then he just like he punches my friend off guard, and the punch is weak. My friend eats it. My friend punches him back. He falls on the floor, and then everybody breaks it up. And then the dude, he goes back to like his corner where he put his bag on, and then he pulls out like a kitchen knife, and then we're just like we're just looking at the kid and shit, and like his friends is like holding him back while we're just like we're just standing there. Minutes. He was like, yo, we're gonna go like shoot the one on outside, and then he was like, alright, bet. So we go outside. The nigga comes out with the knife, and then we're like, yo, bro, drop the knife. And outside here in New Hampshire, it's like probably 3 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're like, yo, drop the knife so y'all can fight. Kid is like, nah. He's just ignoring us and shit. So his man's is just holding him back. He wasn't gonna like. He got close to my man to where he attacked him, but it was like he's like one of those type of kids to like the show. Like I can't really explain it. Like,
dude, nobody explained to people out here that if you're gonna pull something out, you have to use it. Anybody who pulls like if somebody pulls a gun on me, I'm gonna laugh.
Like he just has it for show. Like he got close to my man. He was like, yeah, I could have poked you. Like what type of retarded like bullshit? Like it was mad stupid. So after that, we didn't fuck with that nigga. You know, we had some animosity towards him. So like one of my friends' older brother came to the school. They jumped him back. Like they jumped him. They didn't jump him properly. It was trash. It was terrible. They did not jump him properly at all. Because the same day he got like 15 people and jumped us. And then my man's got beat up. So that's why they jumped us and shit.
Dude, telling you strap, dude. Little fucking 6-inch barrel, 22 revolver, dude. Keep it in the waistband like in the movies. So the second that motherfucker says something, you lift your shirt up like, dude, do you want some? Or do you not? And then they usually go, oh my god.
They would just snitch on us, and then we just get kicked off the couch.
Yeah, probably.
I was after I got jumped. I was trying to like go find them. So I took my knife, but like like my friends, I was in the hallway. There was like my eyes was red. I guess I don't know why. Like when I get all like angry, my eyes just get like bloodshot red. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what the nigga said. I don't know why my eyes be red, but I took my knife. Yeah, I'm out. Niggas grabbed me. They was like, oh, you know, we're not finna do that. And then, yeah, if I did that, if I was like to cut them up, then I probably would have just got kicked off. No, niggas would have put me in jail. Yeah, put me in jail first and got expelled.
I mean, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but what color are you?
I'm black.
Yeah, okay, around here, yeah, you would have been thrown in jail.
Yeah, fact. Yeah.
As stupid as it sounds, dude, they'll definitely a black New Yorker cutting somebody up. Yeah, you're going to jail. That's as stupid as it sounds.
Yeah, I would have definitely. I know how to like.
You did this
with
a knife.
Yeah, not to mention, dude, it's not like Massachusetts and shit. New Hampshire will put up with a lot of shit, like drug use, all this crazy shit. Like they won't totally hammer you unless you're selling a large amount. Violence, dude, they hammer you like immediately.
Yeah,
if you have the habit of putting your hands on people, dude, they're gonna throw you in jail fucking quickly.
I know. Same thing in college, bro. Like,
Well,
it's not. It's kind of. I mean, it kind of, but a lot of shit goes unnoticed. Like you can just do like that whole shit went unnoticed. Like there's no cameras in. I mean, that's good. There's no cameras in the building.
Well, it really depends on who reports it, dude. You know, like.
I mean, we didn't report shit. What happened? Kids came. Who came? Oh yeah, well, some bitch saw my friend's face. They was like, oh my goodness. Then they called the cops and shit. Stupid bitch. Like, yeah, that's what.
Well, okay. To be fair, a group beatdown should be illegal. That's not cool.
That's a lynching charge, right?
Should not be. Yeah. See, exactly. That's a lynching charge.
Yeah.
It's a fucking angry mob. It's like that guy who, was it Wisconsin? That kid Alex or some shit shot 3 protesters. Shit. Like, yeah, like don't get me wrong. I don't know why you were going to a Black Lives Matter protest with an AR. You're kind of stupid. But like, he had every right to shoot those people, dude. If you have a mob of, it's called mob mentality. It's like dogs. When one dog starts mauling you, the rest just join in. Dude, that's how it is with that shit, dude. If I had a mob of people chasing me for whatever reason, I'm shooting them in the fucking face. There is no which way around it. Because dude, a couple times they get up to him. Like that one time when 2 of the people got shot, he stopped. The guy came up behind him, hit him in the head with the skateboard, got on the ground, and started wrestling with him with the gun. If they got that gun from him, they were going to kill him. Period. Whether they beat him to death or shot him with his own gun, they were going to kill the kid. So, Dude, if I have an AR and someone comes swinging a skateboard at me, you're fucking shot in the face. Period.
Yeah, you're dumbass. I don't know what. I mean, I guess you think a skateboard can deflect bullets.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The guy has a fucking gun. Like, and I don't even understand what he did. That was so fucking bad. So like at first, I think a conversation broke out into violence, and they went to go beat him up or something. He started running. Someone fired a gun off into the air, and he turned around, and there was a guy right in front of him. So he shot him. And after he had shot somebody, people were just, I don't know, trying to get him for that. Maybe. I'm just saying, why are you chasing a guy with a gun? Like.
So after he shot a few more, then everybody ran?
No, they pretty much chased him all the way up until he came at the cops. Like, he came at the cops with his hands in the air. He had the gun, though, so everyone was freaking out. Like, if a black guy approached the police with a gun, they would have shot him dead. But white Alex kid was not running, but fastly approaching the police with his hands in the air, rifle out, and they pretty much told him to just go away. They said, dude, get out of here. What are you doing? And he was trying to turn himself in for the murder of 3 people, which he got acquitted for. I do believe.
Damn. If I was him, I would just start trying to blow away. No homo.
Well, to be fair, dude, if you do something like that, okay, he was in the right shooting those people, as stupid as it sounds. He was in the right. So if you run off and don't report it, you're now in the wrong, because now it looks malicious and like not anything else. You know what I'm saying? If you report it, it's like if you hit somebody with your car and they die. Okay, if you report it, will you get in trouble? Maybe, maybe not. If you flee the scene, you're going to jail for a long time. If they catch you, you know, if they catch you.
Yeah.
Because let's put it this way: I was on my way home from Massachusetts, and I saw they had 2 lanes of the highway cordoned off, and they had a tarp in the middle of the road. Dude, it's because an old woman who was like senile wandered out onto the highway and got creamed by a fucking car, and the guy kept going.
Damn, hit and run?
Yeah, it was in the middle of the highway, man. Like, okay, if he stopped and he pulled over, I don't know if they caught him or not, to be 100% honest with you, but if he stopped and he pulled over, he would have been in the right, because you're not allowed to be on the highway. There's hundreds of signs all over the highway, no pedestrians, no bikes, no nothing. She, in a fucking fucked up state of mind, because she's old, wandered out on the highway and got hit by a car. It was not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Creamed. He drove off, so it's now his fault. And the only reason why I knew it was a person when I saw it is because if a deer got hit by a car, they would not cover that with a tarp. They would just leave the deer out on the road. I've seen it 100 times, you know?
Yeah.
That was the only thing I've ever seen in the middle of the interstate that was covered by a tarp. You know, like...
Yo, Tashimo, what was the worst injury you ever had before? Yeah.
We talking like, I don't know, I've probably almost OD'd on fucking couple different things, a couple different times. But if we're talking about like... But we're talking about like physical injury. I have to say. Yeah, mine was probably the table side of the finger. Like that was probably the worst one. But if it's not that, like I said, like I tried Adderall once, and it pretty much struck me as a total pussy drug. So I took 3 Adderall 30s, which is like 90 milligrams. And long story short, it made me really sick, really bad time. And I looked it up after the fact. If you're 125 pounds with no tolerance, it's like 100 to 110 milligrams to kill you, and I took 90.
Damn,
so that's pretty close.
What were the symptoms that you were experiencing?
So, like, okay, do you know how when you leave your, like, if your leg's in a certain position too long, it falls asleep?
Yeah.
Picture that on all 4, like, both arms, both legs, and your face. All that feels like that. You're very sick. You have like what they call a thundering headache, which is like essentially like a migraine that comes on instantly, like someone just punched you in the face. And now you have this insane headache. So yeah, and shitting your brains out, throwing up, massive headache, and your arms, legs, and face feel numb.
Damn, but you can still move though, right?
Yeah, no, I wasn't like paralyzed or nothing, but I'll tell you what. It's fucking bad. And it was like 2 days. It was like 2 days. Like not so much the puking and the shitting. Or no, the puking was pretty much 2 days, like of just being sick. Same with I did some cocaine and then drank some cough medicine for the sore throat after, and that fucked me up. I think at that point it was acetaminophen, because acetaminophen is like 1/3 of all kidney liver failures in the country, because it's a very powerful drug, and if you have strained your liver or kidneys, you shouldn't take it. So I was doing the blow, and I'm assuming the blow was straining my liver and kidneys. And then I took the acetaminophen, which I think just totally trashed me, to where I was also then sick like the way I just described for literally like a week.
Damn, how many times were you like throwing up like a day?
I don't know, it varies, probably like 10 or so. Like, you know, depending on what you're doing.
What?
When you would try to take down water or food, you would just be very sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with the acetaminophen, I do believe is what they would diagnose as acute acetaminophen poisoning, which is not like, it's kind of like alcohol poisoning, to where it's temporary and you're not going to die from it, but your body needs to recover. Like you're in low game right now.
Damn, bro. Shit sounds terrible. 10 times a day. What the fuck?
Yeah,
You're not eating, bro.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't eat for most of the week, dude. It was pretty wild.
Yeah. That's also like cleansing the body of whatever.
Yeah, you know what? To be fair, I'm sure I did do quite a bit of cleansing.
Yeah.
Fuck, how old are you guys anyway?
Oh, I'm 19.
You're 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 20. How old are you? 17. Yeah, I know which one's which. Yeah, I'm 23, actually. Not so bad.
Yo, A-Tex, you were?
What?
Oh, man. He went to, I guess he went AFK.
Yeah, he was readied up for a while, and I'm like, I'm not playing anymore, but I'm still carrying out this conversation because I'm still interested. So, but you know, I'll be off shortly.
No problem. Yeah. One of my, I think my college roommate, he told me that he takes Adderall because it keeps him focused, like during class and shit.
Dude, I'll give you this. I took the 30s, the Adderall 30s, and like the first one, time seemed to pick up, like go a little bit faster. By the second one, dude, time was fucking flying by, dude. I feel like because I had block classes, which are an hour, 20 minutes or some shit per class. So I would get into class, dude, and I swear to God, I felt like I just sat down and the class was over. And I'm like, dude, this is sweet. And that's why I took the third Adderall 30, is because I'm like, dude, if time's flying by like this, then I'm taking this next one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I want this day to be over, like, in 5 minutes. So I took the third one, and no, bad idea. All downhill. I done goofed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I know I used to take morphine and go to school, and that shit was litty. Dude, it was, bro.
Yeah, man. Isn't it just like a pain reliever?
Dude, like, yeah, no pain at all, and like towards the end it makes you kind of tired, but it's a better tired than like heroin, dude. Like heroin's just shitty. Where like morphine is like you feel really good, no pain whatsoever, even if you incurred some pain, and you're a little sleepy, I guess. Like it's easy to go to bed at that point, I guess. You're lucid, calm. My teacher used to be mega chill about it too. Like I had this teacher. She would ask me what was going on, and like I'm not one to lie. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm doing this." And she was like, you know. And at one point, she told the guidance counselor at all the shit I had told her, because she said she thought like it was like a cry for help, like I was telling her this shit, like. Because I was like, well, I don't know what she thought, but she said I thought it was a cry for help. But they brought me down to the guidance office, and they couldn't do anything about it. They just talked to me about it. And there's like the student-patient confidentiality with counselors, like even guidance counselors. And they asked me a bunch of questions, and I pretty much said the same thing I said to you guys. Like, yeah, I've tried this, I've tried that. I feel like you have to see what life has to offer, yada, yada, yada. I'm not fucked up on nothing yet, so... things are doing pretty good. and they couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, I mean, they really can't. There's no.
Yeah.
It's not like you have drugs on you. They can't do nothing.
Yeah, and I'm not high on drugs. And like I said, with a counselor or like a psychiatrist or anything, unless you are a threat to yourself or others, they can't do anything. You know?
Yeah. Damn. So I don't really think I know. Oh, so how did the perks feel? 'Cause I know my friend. He took a perk once because he had like I think he had like a very bad headache, and then he works at a pharmacy for the time being, like delivering drugs to like the elderly. So like his boss, I gave him a perk because he said that he had a severe headache, and then he told me that he was tripping basically.
Let's put it this way: like, if you take them orally, they kind of blow. Like, don't run pain reliever. Fucking magnificent. If you have some pain, it'll fix your ailments, no problem. But it makes you tired, especially if you take them physically. If you smoke those fuckers, like, okay, if you have anything less than a perk 30, like if you have a perk 15 or a perk 5, don't smoke it. You're smoking a lot of filler. You're smoking very little Percocet. You're mainly smoking the additives that they put in to make it a full pill. But if you smoke a perk 30, that is majoritively like Percocet. It's pretty much all Percocet. So you smoke a perk 30 on some tinfoil, dude, and fucking, it's great. It's fucking wonderful.
So like, what did you experience when you took it?
I guess I don't really it just euphoria high. It's just like if you haven't done anything besides weed, it's kind of hard to explain. I guess it's like think about how massive. Okay, I've been smoking weed so long, it's like it's hard to get super high. But think about like the first couple of times you smoked weed, where you were just so fucking high and you just felt great. You know what I'm saying? That's what that shit like. That's what it does, man. But the only problem is like it's just like weed, but way worse. Everything that you do the first few times, wicked, wicked great. After that, it gets a little less great every time. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do. First time's wonderful. Every time that comes after is a little less.
Yeah, unless you just do it in moderation.
Even if you do it in moderation, it's still like, okay, the first time you take like mushrooms or something, if you have a good trip and you're not like, okay, if you're like a mentally frail kind of person, you
Yeah, I know
probably
what you're
shouldn't
talking
be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But like,
about. The
dude, it's
euphoria
straight.
isn't the same.
It's fucking, the first time you take it's fucking magical. I remember I went outside in the woods and I saw the moon. Dude, breathtaking. It put me in awe, state of awe. For like 2 minutes, I was sitting there staring at the moon, probably mouth open. Like, staring at the moon. Fuck yeah. Dude, the one, you know what almost rattled my mind? Dude, DMT. So DMT is the strongest hallucinogen out there, and as far as like making you see things that aren't real, that is the only thing that'll do it. Besides like maybe the papaya fucking thing in the desert or whatever. But mushrooms and acid, you'll never see anything that isn't real. DMT, bro. No, I'm telling you, people have outer body trips, like they think they're talking to aliens. I know I took it, and like there's been very little studies done on it to where like all the shit I would see, I almost felt like I was making scientific breakthroughs to where I was trying to figure out what it meant. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could figure out what the meaning behind the trip was, I would then just know something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not really. I mean, I didn't really go down that far down into the rabbit hole like an insane person or something, so that's maybe why I couldn't, but I didn't find anything of meaning. Definitely some weird shit you see, because your brain shows you images that I don't even know how, like, I'm not creative, I can't think of that shit, but my brain was feeding me some fucking light shows.
You heard it, yeah.
It's awesome.
Back.
Wait. He took the pill? Yeah, I say you can't take DMT orally. I don't know. I don't know what he would have. I don't know what he took because I know that DM took every. You smoke DMT, and the effects are instantaneous. Like by the time you blow the smoke out, you're tripping nutsack. I mean, indistinguishably. Like I mean, I took some DMT, dude. I walked outside and it looked like a foreign fucking planet. Like the plants and shit. It looked like you ever see Futurama and they go to a different planet and it kind of looks like an Earth planet, but everything's slightly different. Kind of like that, where like bushes don't look like our bushes. They look like some fucking other kind of bush from some other kind of planet.
Y'all ever had K2?
Nah, never. Hell no. Yeah, fuck no.
K2, what is that, like spice?
Yeah, spice. K2.
Yeah, spice, bro.
Yeah, I smoked spice when Spice first came out. I was in like 8th grade, and that was like the way to get fucked up. I smoked quite a bit of spice, and I'll tell you what, no thanks.
Oh, so yeah, describe your experience.
Dude, like foreign, like hash oil. So hash is there's two ways to make hash. It's either a compressed weed product where they essentially like melt it into like a really dense form of weed, or they make hash oil, which is like that. But no, I mean, what was I going on about?
Yeah, K2.
Yeah, okay, so dude, it feels like foreign. Like okay, mushrooms and acid and DMT, like it. I don't want to say it feels right, but it feels like fairly normal. It feels kind of like natural, I guess, in a lot of ways. Dude, salvia, K2, spice, all that is just fucked up, man. It's like foreign. I remember the worst one was white spice. I smoked probably like a half bowl of white spice. Dude, I'm telling you what, like, my eyes got gray. Like, I started throwing up. I remember I took a shower to sober up, and I was trying to find a pair of pants. And you know how you, like, look at the tag to see what size the pants are?
Yeah.
I remember I looked at the tag, and I tell you what, was not English. Like, I looked at the thing, like, the writing, and it was not, like, looked like alien-ass symbol writing, could not read it.
Damn, damn, like, what,
like hieroglyphs, you know? Like, yeah, it was white.
Yeah.
Yeah, like White Spice, which is another brand.
but like,
sorry.
So, like, I know, like, a lot of people in the UK just smoke spice. Like, what would be the purpose of smoking that only if you just get sick?
So, at the time, the purpose is it was they took the atomic structure of THC and they replicated it as an artificial, which people do that with a bunch of different substances all the time. That's how you get knockoff brands of medicine. So they made artificial THC, which at the time was legal. You were allowed to smoke it. And when you smoked it, you got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes better, sometimes like wicked bad. And except it was legal. You could buy it at a gas station or a head shop, really anywhere, and it wasn't terribly expensive. So that's just what people did. You know, like my sister would come home with a jar of spice and be like, you want to fucking smoke? And I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Shit.
You know?
Whole jar. Yeah.
And that's the problem. It's like the prohibition. When you make things that aren't bad illegal, people are going to find ways to get around that, and usually the ways that are worse, like the latter is worse. You know what I'm saying? If weed was legal, then they never would have produced spice, and spice is wicked bad. Like, it's just all around bad. People would have been way better off just smoking their weed.
Yeah. What I found out is a lot of people in New Hampshire, like, they have a lot of drugs over there. No, you straight, bro.
Yeah, we have a wicked drug problem in this state. Heroin's like epidemic. It's rampant.
You said heroin.
Yeah, a lot of drugs is out there in New Hampshire, bro. But, like,
yeah,
if you
dude.
go to the jail, it's just like filled with drug addicts and shit.
Man, you go to jail, it's straight K2.
It's all drug addicts.
Ready up, Andy.
That's what this state is. Oh, actually, I'm not playing any. I'm getting off soon when I'm feeling like wrapping up this conversation, heading to bed, which will probably be in the next 5 minutes. But
all right. No, you're good, bro.
You sick in this shit on Atex?
Yeah.
No problem. So now to relieve himself.
Yeah.
A waste.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't put videos in the chat.
send it through Snap.
I had to. Who? Yo. What? Do I?